A huge use of the funds for us is increasing our capacity around the world. Obviously, we have cultivation facilities in Canada, but we also have a cultivation facility in Portugal where we will produce products for inside of the EU.
Now, you've gotten your cost per gram declining, 404 in 2016, 284 in 2017. Your margins then went to 55% from 21%. So you've got that down. But at what point do you sort of reach the limit in terms of bringing that cost down? And what differentiates you from the other growers who are also working to bring their costs down?
So we're continuing to drive our costs down while increasing yield from our existing cultivation facilities. What we see is that our products today are currently available in 10 countries on 5 continents, and we continue to see country after country around the world legalize medical cannabis. Obviously, on October 17th, Canada will be the first G7 nation to legalize cannabis for adult use, and that's another enormous market that will open up.
What does that do in terms of the total addressable market once Canada does that?
So what's interesting about Canada is that you'll see the global adult use market go from 3.5 million people to about 40 million people. But more interestingly, over the coming years, you'll see other countries around the world model their regulatory framework around Canada's. And that's really an opportunity for companies like ours to build global adult use brands.
That definitely increases the number of people who can smoke it legally. But I bet a lot of people are already smoking it illegally. You don't think all 40 million of them are going to smoke it, right? How much usage do you think will go up? By what percentage simply by the legalization?
I think what you'll see actually is a shift away from an illicit market to a legal market. The biggest brand in cannabis today is Ziploc. People buy illicit cannabis in a Ziploc bag, and what you're starting to see in adult use countries like Canada is that people will buy professionally branded, professionally packaged, tested products that are much safer than what's available on the illicit market. Most of our products in other countries are available in pharmacies, and so our supply chain is identical to the pharmaceutical supply chain that's around the world.
Ultimately, how much of the product will be consumed by smoking versus edibles or in a pill form? And which is more profitable for you?
We're seeing it rapidly decrease around the world. So smoking, yeah. 8 years ago, you would have seen 90% of the revenues in Colorado would have come from products that would be smoked. Today, it's about 40%. Long term, I think we'll end up with smoking being 10%, and all the other products will be 90%. People will consume cannabis as a beverage in a bar, and instead of alcohol, they'll have cannabis, and they'll have a low or no calorie product with no hangover.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.